Okay.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Happy New Year? Okay, it's Happy New Year. Turn this. What we got here is a pot roast for supper. Now, this ain't your grandma's pot roast I'm making here. What I'm going to do is salt and pepper this pretty heavily because it's about a 2.5 pound chunk of meat. And then I got 1 onion sliced into rings, 2 cloves of garlic, rosemary, thyme, and a bay leaf. And I got this More Than Gourmet right here. See if we can focus on that. Nope, can't do it. Let's see if we can lay it down and do it. There you go, More Than Gourmet. And it's a classic French stock, brown stock. Okay, got 4 cups of water. And I'm going to put it in there and let it dissolve. And salt and pepper that steak. And add all this to that. I'm going to brown that chuck roast first though. In there, both sides, about 6 minutes on each side till it's good and crusty. Then put these vegetables on there, these aromatics. And cover it with that broth. Oh, I got some wine. I just remembered that. Let's move this side way. Look at here. Woohoo! Can you believe that it didn't break?
Wow.
Woohoo! It's a lucky day today. Whoa! Anyway, Pinot Noir. I can't believe it didn't break. It's amazing. All right. After that calamity, woohoo! We'll be. All right. I thought about taking that last little calamity out of this video, but I'm gonna leave it in there. That bottle of wine fell onto a slate tile floor and didn't break. I'm still a glass bottle. I'm still amazed. Anyway, we got this roasting here, and we're gonna let it sit in here for about 6 minutes. Just have to raise it up a little bit. There we go. Let it brown up real good on the bottom. I got about 3 or 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I got this wrapped up like a little package. Got onions, 2 cloves of garlic, and got the brown. Look at that brown stock. Just very good. And pour a little bit of wine in there, and this is all gonna be ready. All right, we'll be back. There we go. Okay, I got about a cup of that stock, that wine there. About a cup. And I got 4 cups of broth right here. I'll probably use half of that and a cup of wine. But anyway, it takes 4 cups to make it, to reconstitute it. So anyway, I'm going to flip this here. It's been about 5 or 6 minutes. See here. Oh yeah. There we go. Put it back down into that thing. Oh yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Alright. We'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I've chopped up those 2 cloves of garlic. I've chopped up this 1 onion in the rings. I've got, later on, I'm going to cook this in the oven at 325. Later on, I'll bring it out. I got some potatoes that I've cut in half, some carrots that I'll leave in pretty good chunks, eating size chunks, and some celery. I don't like celery to eat, but I do like the flavor it gives to certain foods. So anyway, it's like a mirepoix in reverse, I guess. You're supposed to mix the celery and carrots and onions, but hey, I'm not French, I'm Southern. So anyway, that's what I want to do. It's my roast, not theirs. So this is getting ready to be done. I'm going to turn it up on the edge and let it cook on the side. Put in the wine, the broth, this stuff, and these aromatics, and cook it for an hour at 300, 325. So anyway, then I'll open it up, add the celery, potatoes, and carrots, put it all back in there, season that, and cook that, turn it down to 200, 225, and cook it for about 2 hours. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, one thing I forgot to tell you, I had to look at my notes. 2 tablespoons of the concentrated tomato paste. And stir that up. Then about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, that's close enough. Lean parents, of course, and a couple of teaspoons of Tabasco. Okay, there we go. Stir that up. We're gonna put it in there. All right, hold on. Here we go. That's perfect. See, it just covers it. Now you stick that gift in there, and let's put on some onions. Let's do it all the way up here. Onions are going to sit on there. Now these onions and this garlic will basically just disappear over the cook time, but that's what we want. Okay, hold on, get them off everything. There we go. Now, put that on there. Got the garlic on there. So my wife is tearing the house down. Our front door is stuck. Maybe she got it unstuck. Alright, because you don't want to forget nothing. Get it all in there. Alright. Put the lid on it. Stir it up a little bit. Put the lid on it. 1 hour. 325. We'll be back. Okay. It's been an hour. A little over. I think I overshot it about an hour and 10 minutes. But it's only on 300 on the convection oven. 325 on the regular oven. So at this point I have pulled out the little aromatic present I put in there. I think that's, what's that called? Anyway, I can't remember. So anyway, I've stirred up the onions into here. See how they've pretty much gotten soft in here. And folks, I'm telling you, this chuck's pretty tough. So that's why nobody grills and eats it without cooking it for a long time, I guess. Anyway, here I have potatoes, and I use red potatoes because I would love to use John and Gold, but they would never stand up to 2 hours at 200. So I use new potatoes. I like white potatoes, but I like new potatoes better. Anyway, I love John and Golds and all them other ones, but they're too soft. They won't hang up to the cook. And then I got some get rid of that piece of celery. So I'm gonna put first. I'm gonna layer it with these potatoes. Then I'm gonna put on the mushrooms, and I'm gonna throw it back in there for 2 hours at about 200, 225. All right, we'll be back. Okay. In case someone didn't understand what that I had in there, it was rosemary, thyme, and there was a big old basil leaf. Basil leaf. My lovely assistant's laughing. And I hadn't even had nothing to drink. Anyway, basil leaf, and here are the mushrooms. Look at this. This looks so beautiful. And it's not even cooked yet. So now I'm going to put the mushrooms on top of that. And I did add a touch of cayenne pepper to the potatoes and the carrots and the celery. Now you just push that. Now these mushrooms are going to shed off some liquid too. So and I didn't add any salt to those vegetables. It's because there's enough salt from the meat and that broth to take care of the rest of this. Only thing I did was a little bit of red peppers on the little bit of cayenne pepper on the potatoes and the celery and the carrots, and just black pepper on the mushrooms. All right. We're going to close her up, and 2 hours, we'll be back.
What temperature?
200 if you got a convection oven, 225 if you don't. How's that? That was my lovely assistant asking what temperature. All right, we'll be back. It was 63 degrees today, and absolutely gorgeous. But as it is, come Tuesday, it's supposed to be about 20. But we've had a wonderful, wonderful fall this year. All right. Happy New Year to everybody. We'll be back to the roast in just a minute. We'll be back. Okay. I just checked that I got an hour left, and it wasn't quite cooking like I wanted it to. So I pumped the heat up to 275 again. It was at 200. I think it was too low. So anyway, y'all just kind of gauge it like you're doing there. Anyway, if you want to crank the heat up to 300, you can. 325, I'm going to leave it at 275. And then we got 1 hour and 2 minutes left. We'll see what's going on. Alright, we'll be back. Okay, here we are. This is that Sunday afternoon pot roast that I promised ain't quite like your grandmama's pot roast. Look at this. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Alright. I threw away the celery because I like the way celery flavors stuff, but I don't like it the way it tastes outside the environment. Alright. I bet that dog would probably eat some celery. But anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it. She might eat a mushroom. She don't like mushrooms. Here, let's see. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. Dang. Dog loves mushrooms. That's all I'll tell you. Anyway, this is it. Happy New Year. Y'all have a wonderful time. Talked to my mother for an hour. Anyway, this is it. Have a good New Year. We'll be back. Probably not tonight, though. Good night. Alright. We're listening to Jerry Rafferty here. Look at that. Woo! Get it right the next time. Anyway, we got ourselves the meat, potatoes, carrots, garlic, onions. We're going to put it on here and it's going to be great. Alright. We'll be back here in just a second.